You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carr gonna open with a pass here. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Carr staring down a 3rd and long. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will take possession. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Into the hands of OBJ. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Taken in by Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running left, this is Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 16. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now they send their back in motion right. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carr. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He beams one deep right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Chase Young bringing him down there.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
From the pistol, Hurts. Complete to Beckham. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. And time runs out. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. On second down, here's Barkley. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they have a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Toss play to Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I can sure bury an offense for that kind of call. I may do that later, but let me just take this opportunity to give some serious praise to the defense. To create that kind of loss, Kate, in a situation where you normally expect to see an offense move the chains, that is a gold star effort from this defense. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Carr. On the move, headed right. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Carr throwing on 3rd. This is reeled in by Wilson. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Throwing again, it's Carr. He put everything he had into this. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New Orleans. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They sent everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go to Barkley again. He's got a gain of 6 there. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
16 yards on the play, and that's a Philadelphia first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Brought in close to the 8. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead.
Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. Kamara's got it. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there with Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Carr here from the gun.
At the 34-yard line.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Saints are going to have a first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He puts everything behind this one. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Carr back to throw. He's trying another one deep. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Carr. That's complete to Camara. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. And a man is there to knock that away. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be third and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Saints chop some of the lead off before the half. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Saints cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On first down, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They send a tight end in motion. From the 48. Barkley's got it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He has the first over the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Carr with it on first. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Nakobe Dean.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll stick with the ground game here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on first down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now. This finds Smith. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him a couple on the run, and they'll need the same here. 3rd and goal at the 2.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
The pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carr off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They go play action with Khan. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Straight ahead with Shipley. And he runs into some big bodies, and he stopped right at the line. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's only 1 yard on the run, partner, and that's going to leave him with a tough 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now third and goal, can't find the end zone either.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carr escapes the pocket. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Carr now on 1st and 10. He's on the move. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air. Carr. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Blitz coming. Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pressure coming for Carr. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Carr throwing on 3rd. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Able to get it to Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And the fair catch secure here at the 16. No return on that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. Cut out left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 3. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his right. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing again, it's Carr. He's got it to his running back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. First and 10 now from the 30. They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
2nd and 10, here's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Carr setting to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's cut at the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Chris Olave with the touchdown. The Saints trying a 2-point conversion once again. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail? It would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Barkley. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Saquon. Big gain, has them across the 40. The 30. Gets the 10. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0